Hey guys, I want to show you guys a really easy way to detangle some chains. This is for a friend of mine. I figured I'd do a little tutorial while I'm here. And as you can see, this chain is it's a very, very fine chain, and it's the kind that usually has a tendency to get all tangled up. By the way, when you're traveling with your necklaces and stuff, or you're going someplace, or you're sending them someplace, thread them in through a length of straw and tape like the ends, like this part here would be taped on one end, and then tape the other end of it to the other side of the straw, and then you won't have really an issue with this if you're sending them somewhere and traveling. So all I'm doing is I'm taking two little thumbtacks, okay, and I'm finding my end. Here's my end right here, and I can see where it's all wrapped around. And you notice that I'm not picking it up, I'm not removing it from the tabletop or anything like that, actually my bench block. All I'm doing is I'm finding the middle of the knot and I'm just working it, okay? I'm just using it to spread it out, because when you pick it up, the length of the chain actually weighs it down and it tightens the knot up. So if you do it right here on the bench, and then just let your end follow through where it's all woven in, and it doesn't take very long at all. Actually, I should be doing this on the tabletop itself, not my bench block, because it might slip off and tighten. Okay, and this was a pretty gnarly knot too, by the way. Okay, let's see. And then you just do this, and you work out your knots. And then you can just unweave it from itself. Oops. But it's really super easy. Ta-da! And then see these little knots right here? As it wraps itself back up on me. So for these little knots, pretty close to the same thing. You just kind of pull the lengths apart a little and work it out. These guys are a little bit hard, or a little bit more difficult. Sometimes it helps to push it in a little bit so it can unkink itself. And I'm not using a whole lot of pressure. I'm just disentangling it. Oh, this one's on there pretty good. This is one of those kinky chains. Oh, I see.
Mom,
it's got a link.
See my new vehicle?
Yeah, honey, hang on.
Ta-da!
Yeah, see this right here? It's got a link that's bent around it. I might just have to cut that out. Let's find another one.
Mom.
Yeah. That's awesome. Did I get that for you?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, here you go. So here's a little knot that's not all kinked up. Hasn't been pulled tight or anything. Here we go. The other one might just take a little bit more finesse, but most of the time this works out just fine. Then you just very gently pull it loose, figure out where it's all woven up, you guys have met my son, right? Let's see if this one right here is all kinked up like the other one. This is a very, very, very fine chain too. Just give it a little wiggle. And ta-da! And then except for that one knot that it's probably going to take a little bit more work. Here you go. Happy, happy. Alright you guys, have a great weekend.